AGraders, here's what to expect. Today we have with us an experienced kindergarten specialist, Ms. Rayan, who will share with us what a kindergarten 1 child will be learning in the month of April. So Rayan, what will they be learning at this stage?
At this stage, after a child is able to grasp the blending of words, the next step will be to introduce simple punctuation. First, we can focus on full stop and comma before moving on to more complicated punctuation marks like exclamation mark and question marks. As they start reading books, they will start to notice this punctuation. So introducing this to them will allow them to have a clearer picture of what each sentence means.
Okay, so that's for English. How about math?
For math, after learning the concept of addition, the next step will be subtraction.
So how do they actually go about learning subtraction?
Okay, so they first need to know what the minus and equal sign means. Teach them that minus sign means take away.
But at this stage, I think it's very hard for them to understand what it's like take away. Do you have any interesting ways to share with the parents?
So for example, 8 minus 3, we can use drawing to associate with the equation. For 8 minus 3, you can draw 8 circles, and then when you say minus 3, that means take away 3, we can cross out 3 circles and ask the students how many circles are left.
Okay, great. So what can parents actually do to help their child? Let's start with English first.
When reading storybooks to them, saying ... while reading will keep them engaged, and slowly they will learn what this ... means. With the repetition, they will slowly be able to point out on their own. In addition, you can focus on making sure that each sentence begins with a capital letter and end with a full stop and reinforce to them. Starting with grammar basics at this age will really help them in the long run.
Okay, so how about math?
For math, you can explain subtraction equations with real objects. For example, place 8 apples on the table and then ask the students to count the apple. Then remove 3 apples to them, explain to them maybe like John ate 3 apples, and then ask them how many apples are left. But when using objects, do remember to switch out the objects so that students know that these math rules are universal. So if you are using apples now, for the next example, you can use example pencils. Another idea is to keep them engaged. You can use dice and roll and ask them to count and add using dice dot representation.
Okay, that sounds like a lot of interesting ways to engage your child in learning. We hope that these are valuable information to you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
To watch more of such videos and information to help your child improve and learn ahead of others in school,
visit our website www.agrader.sg, click on this button, fill in your email address and receive all these useful videos straight in your inbox for free.
as well as the latest in promotions so that you don't lose out on great deals with AGrader Learning Center.